Hey everybody, Rhadamant here. Thanks for tuning in to the very first episode of Project Zomboid. This game was voted by all of you for me to play on Twitch on Sundays and then subsequently air on YouTube. So, right before I started this stream, I did a very quick flash poll. I polled everybody, everybody that wanted to vote. I announced it on YouTube and Discord. About where we are going to be settling. And the overwhelming majority, well, not the overwhelming majority, but at least the plurality of you said Muldraugh. So just so that all of you understand, Muldraugh is definitely the largest city. It has many buildings, many points of interest. It has about average zombie population density. And it is roughly located in the center of... Kentucky? I don't know. Not Kentucky, but the play map. The entire play map. I'll link the play map in the description for YouTube, but for you on Twitch, all you have to do is look up Project Zomboid play map. I'm sure one of the mods will link it to you. The other choices were Riverside. Riverside is a medium town with some buildings, but it has more zombies than Muldraugh. My last Twitch series, we were in Rosewood, which is probably the smallest city. It's sort of central south. And then there's West Point, which is the Northeast River City as well. Very similar to Riverside. So, starting off, this is the character I've designed. You can always access this in the help menu. So I'll have high thirst, which means I drink often. I'll be overweight, which of course can change if I diet as I start. Weak stomach, so I'm more likely to get sick from food poisoning, that sort of thing. Slow reader, takes me a little bit longer to read books. Sunday driver, I drive slowly. The positive traits, outdoorsman, I won't be affected by harsh weather conditions, which means I can be out in the cold, rain, etc., etc. We have got fast learner, so I learn faster. Thick-skinned, so that scratches and bites have less of a chance of breaking through the skin. And strong, which is more knockback for melee weapons, increased carry weight, and, well, stronger. My character is not the way I designed him a second ago. Well, he's supposed to be, I guess now a shirtless Ron Swanson, but he is going to be Ron Swanson. That, I guess, changed the design as I went back. And, we've got short brown hair, mustache. I figured he was kind of a man's man to survive. I'm going to give him long socks and formal shoes. Now, eventually what's going to happen is that you all will be able to decide on projects, goals, that sort of thing. But right at the start of the game, we need to just focus on the basic survival because there isn't time for specialty projects and all that. For everybody that just dropped hype train stuff, thank you so very much. And without a further ado, let's get going. So, this is a brand new map, let's say. The way that Project Zomboid works is you have two ways to start a new map, a new playthrough. You can either generate a whole new map from like day 0 of the game, or you can continue where you died. So this is how I died. For those not familiar with Project Zomboid, it is a brutally difficult zombie survival game where combat is really not the best way to survive. The best way to survive is stealth, hiding, staying out of sight, avoiding combat, and hoarding. So it's more of a survival game with zombie elements than anything else. So right off the bat, here I am, 95 kilos, all the skills I just mentioned. Basically no protection whatsoever due to the fact that I have no gear on, no good clothing. And right off the bat, I am going to want to learn everything I can. What's going to be really important until the power shuts off... Oh, bye, Tusk. I don't know where she's going. My door's closed. What's going to be very important... Come here. Come back up. Until the power shuts off is to learn as much as I can from the television. Which is strange, but you got to remember that this isn't modern day, full of garbage television programming. It is sort of more historical than that. Hi, Yoda. So we aren't, this isn't 2021. This is like, I don't know, sometime in the 90s. You can kind of tell based on the TVs and whatnot. So right off the bat, we are going to turn on these TVs and we will tune into like Life and Living. And the TV programming literally just ended because it says, see y'all tomorrow. So when you start, sort of the most important things for you to find are survival tools. There are a lot of different sort of tools that you're going to be looking for. Ideally, you're going to want a backpack and a weapon. That is step one. I am not, well, other than spoons and forks, which I don't think are going to benefit me very much. We're going to need to find, a sewing needle. That might help when I get started in tailoring. There was a can opener. I'm not going to be too worried about the can opener. Oh, actually, let me turn down this TV. It's at almost max volume. And in fact, I'll probably not even stay in this house very long, so I should just turn it off. A pipe wrench and tweezers, soap. So a pipe wrench is a... Oh, Hi. Yeah, there we go. Accidentally kicked her. A pipe wrench is a decent weapon. It is just a weapon. It doesn't actually do plumbing. You need a regular wrench to do plumbing. I did grab tweezers because tweezers can help you... tweezers can help you remove glass or stuff like that if you have injuries. Now, generally speaking, I believe this is the case. Generally speaking, the house that you start in is safe. Whoa! Hey! That is quite the raid party. Oh my god. I'm trying to give you a shout out, but chat is flying by. You were last playing Project Zomboid as well. Awesome. Well, I am just starting off. So for all the raiders, this is a brand new series. This is the house I started in. We are on survival difficulty, and I very much appreciate it. So Banlish, thank you so very much. In fact, my little mascot here wants to say a personal thank you, or something like it. You've been following me on YouTube for many years? Well, I so much very appreciate it. A full salute. Yes, this series I've been playing... just so that you all know, including my own community, I've been playing Project Zomboid on Twitch for, I don't know, a few months now. I'm definitely new at it. I'm not great. But I now feel like I know enough to put this on YouTube without being ridiculed for my lack of knowledge. So you've seen Star Sector, Rimworld, and Kenshi? Awesome. Yeah, I'm actually going to be kicking off a Kenshi series, a new one, soonish. I don't really have a set date, but I would say within, I don't know, a month or two. If I was to give you the down low. It's okay, Band's terrible at it too. I think everybody's terrible at it. I mean, to be fair, this game is literally designed to kill you. It is, you start playing and it's like, hey, this is how you died. You're not going to live, you're just going to die. You're going to die in a most unfortunate way, and that's just how it is. And that's this game in a nutshell. So for anyone that's like, oh, you know, you should get good or whatever. Oh man, do you not know? Alright, so the first thing I'm going to be doing is switching into any clothing that gives me more bite protection and scratch protection than what I'm currently wearing, because what I'm currently wearing is terrible. I did just shred 2 pieces of clothing for a sheet rope. I don't have, I did just get a box of nails. Oh my goodness, you raiders are kicking the hype train. Well, thank you. I think my other mascot is slightly out of view. Tusk, come here. Hi. Hi. Luckily for me, she does not bark at zombies, so she would be a very, very good mascot to survive with. So we are very early game. We have water, we have power. We aren't going to be settling anywhere until the helicopter comes and screws everything up. If you're unfamiliar, there's an event. Ooh! Whoa! Whoa! My starting house had a hiking bag? Oh, man. Wow, that is legendary. Hiking bag is like, what, the second best bag you can get? I think. Man, that is some streamer luck if I've ever seen it. I almost find it offensive how lucky that is. I Alright, so most of this stuff that I have here, I have a bottle of disinfectant, which is good if I get scratched or whatever. If you get bit, you're just dead. There is no surviving. You just eventually die. But, I have ripped sheets for bandages. I have a pipe wrench. Now I'm going to go back for that can opener. I have no idea why you would need to own 3 can openers. That seems like someone that has some sort of... Oh, 4 can openers. Excuse me. How long have I been recording on YouTube? So that's kind of a hard question to answer. The long and short of it is, like, officially, maybe 2.5 years or so. But I was doing it as a hobby, just for fun, before I ever thought I would do this, like, for real. So I have some YouTube videos up there from, I don't know, 13 years ago, 14 years ago, something like that. But I wouldn't say I was officially a YouTuber until far more recently. Alright, let's see. Cigarettes. So yeah, what about yourself? How long have you been doing Twitch? I am... Ooh, duct tape? I'll take that. A sack. I've not ever really done good amounts of fishing. And I'm going to have to pause just a second, because I need to look at my map real quick and figure out... well, I have no idea where I am. In fact, maybe I could... I have a notion of where I am. I'm somewhere in Muldraugh. I think... No. Yes? I know where I am. I'm actually just north of the little pond that's right outside of Muldraugh. I believe. I'm 90% sure. Did the house that I just leave had a big row of flowers? Yes. Big row of flowers? Okay, I know exactly where I am. 5 years and a few months? Oh, sweet. I will have to... Well, I'll have to raid you back and follow you as soon as... well, as soon as this is over. So I think, as you all know, getting into combat, especially as a... Zombies killed 0. Especially as an overweight, you know, weak-stomached... At least I have thick skin. I want to pick my combat carefully. Very carefully. Because I really don't have a lot of armor on. Like, if I was well-armored, that would be a whole different matter. But I'd preferably not cut this series extraordinarily short. Well, thank you for the raid. I really appreciate it, and I hope you enjoy your lunch or dinner or whatever time zone you're in. And I'll be sending my folks your way sometime soon. Okay, this house has some unwanted guests. Now, one of the advantages of the trait, one of the traits I picked, let's wear this, is that because I'm strong, I do have additional knockback on weapons. So I don't want to fight everything, but at least I'm a decent fighter without actually having fighting skill. He heard me. Just one at a time. Whoa, streaming daily for 1,800 days? That is insane. And I thought I was prolific. So in this house here, I could definitely hear some, someone bopping around. Yeah, my guy is Ron Swanson. Ron Swanson, famed gold hoarder. This house is messed up, man. It is full of dead zombies already. And there's probably one in the closet. I gotta be very careful here. This is not a good house to be in, but I'm here and it's what I'm doing. Alright, so this device, I'm going to turn it all the way down and tune into Life and Living in case there's TV programming that might teach me something. But I'm Ron Swanson, so what is it really going to teach me, right? I'll take a book. Books early on aren't usually all that great to hoard because they're very common and you can find a lot of them. Frying pan. I don't think I need as many cigarettes as I'm grabbing. Oh, hello. Oh, this was a doomsday prepper. A hand axe, a machete, and kitchen knives? Yeah, often the houses that have a lot of dead bodies are like full of good stuff. Case in point, this one. I'm gonna stay with my my pipe wrench though. But yeah, this does seem rigged. So machetes and hand axes. Hand axe would be able to like cut down a tree, and then a machete can cut the tree limbs down to spears. And spears. Oh no! Don't burn the house down, please. Spears. One of the advantages of spears is they're very, very powerful weapons. They break very quick, but they're very powerful weapons that that cut up and one-tap zombies with pretty amazing efficiency. So I think there's a zombie upstairs because I don't see this door being. You know, if a zombie's pounding on the door, you would see it shaking, rattling, that kind of thing. Okay, they were definitely zombie prepping because they have sheets over their windows. And there's most certainly... Okay, there's zombies in both rooms. Okay, this one's dead. Digital watch is always nice to have. You just have to make sure that it is not alarmed, and this one isn't. When I get a screwdriver, I'll start disassembling these digital watches for electrical skill. In fact, I think you can do that with earbuds as well. I'm just trying to prep for the future when I'm not toolless. So unsurprising, that room is empty. I don't have the game options that allow me to like highlight specific interaction spots, which makes... Maybe I need to enable that. I don't actually know where that is. I've been told to do that, but yeah, texture... What is that called? So where are we living? I have no idea. We're going to have to decide that at some point. Man, I can't find it. Well, maybe one of you knows what I'm talking about. Where you can highlight what you're going to interact with. But sometimes I find... This is Muldraugh. Ooh, house keys. That's nice. Sometimes I find it kind of difficult to figure out what our dude is aiming at. So for this digital watch, I'm actually going to wear it. And then the classic watch I'm going to drop. A digital watch will give you temperature information, time and date type stuff. Which is... who keeps mushroom soup in their bathroom? What? You guys are weird, man. Yeah, my last series, I actually never really truly failed, but I never really fired a firearm once, because firearms are scary to fire. Emergency supplies just in case you get hungry. And in case you get the munchies while sitting on the can, you can go from mushroom can to toilet can. You know, we're talking like gluttony in 7. Because I don't have it memorized, what time is the Life and Living episodes? Because I'm obviously going to want to tune in. Okay, so there's a small horde to my right. Hey, Reverend, thanks for the follow. Actually, everybody, all of the raiders that I missed, because there was too many of you going off at once. Thank you all so very much for your follows and bits and pushing that hype train. I appreciate it. All right, 6, 12, and 18. So I've got the 18 in a bit, but not too soon. Don't bite me. Man, Ron Swanson. Killing zombies for a living. Who would have thought? Hey, Magic Hippie, thanks. So the last house I was in, let me pause a second. This house would not be terrible to shelter in at night because all the second story windows are already closed or sheeted. Plus, I've cleared it, and you know the act of clearing a house is kind of nice because then you know it's empty, and then you close all the bottom doors, and yeah. Farming and mechanics for beginners. That's very good reading. Very, very, very good reading. Farming for intermediates is going to be nice. How to use generators is pretty legendary that I just found that as well, but I hear a zombie, so I'm going to check my surroundings. Let's go ahead and shut this this TV so it's a lot softer. Doesn't need to be blaring. First aid. I don't think... First aid is oddly one of the most useless skills in this game. In my opinion, because you don't... If you're leveling it, you're probably dead. Like, you really don't survive a lot of fights unless you get extraordinarily lucky. So, first aid's one of those things like, hey, if you need it, and you've been leveling it, you're playing wrong. I'm trying to loot without my back being turned because I hear something back there. My backpack is nearing full though. So, let me eat a zucchini. Because it's nearing full, another thing I probably have to do is try to find a vehicle that I'll be able to use to shuttle my stuff. Really early on, you're sort of looking to loot everything. You know, you're trying to expand your wealth, but stuff weighs a lot. And ultimately the problem is you have to figure out where to keep your stuff. White hair dye. Well, no, I'm Ron Swanson. I have beautiful hair. So we all know that's not going to be looted. What's the goal of multiplayer? There is really no goal of this game. This is a very sandbox game where you're just trying to survive. So the goal of single player or multiplayer is to have fun and survive. It is harder than it sounds. All it really takes to die in... I already have a farming for beginners, do I not? Yes. All it takes to die here is like to be grabbed once unexpectedly and to have that zombie bite you. And that's it. You're done. One bite, you're done. There is no going back. All it takes is one bite. Yeah, or starting a fire. Actually, in my last series that I was playing as practice, oh my goodness, did I ever set myself on fire a lot. It's way too easy to do. So I did just get a hammer, and I now have a hammer, nails, and sheetrope. So if I need to, in a pinch, I can go out the second story windows of a house to survive. Once I get to the point of basing up, yes, I will pull... I'll even pull if it is going to be Muldraugh at all. You know, if it was up to me, I would say, oh boy, that's a lot of zombies right there. I would say, yeah, I'd preferably settle in Muldraugh, but I think the order of business that I want to address is, first order of business, I want to find a vehicle, because without a vehicle, it's going to be really, really hard to loot. Essentially, without a vehicle, you're just destined to go over the same territory over and over and over again. You know, because running around takes a long time. So now I have a hoodie. I wouldn't say I have a lot of protection. God, Ron, you are a beast. This jacket is a little better. So one of the challenges is you start off, there we go. Now with this jacket and hoodie, I'm going to overheat, probably. But I have at least a little bit of protection, especially in the arms. One of my coats has a hole in one of the arms, so you can see my, what is that, my right forearm is not as protected as my left. There are only zombie NPCs. There are no survivor NPCs. Eventually, the developers are going to be adding in survivor NPCs, but when, I cannot say. Every PZ player has been waiting for that for like years. And they keep telling us, and this is not a complaint. I mean, this game is glorious and fun and whatnot. But they keep telling us, yeah, it's coming, it's coming, it's coming. But like, I wouldn't hold your breath. Okay, I'm just making sure that the digital watches that I'm looting off of these corpses do not have any alarms set, because an alarm would be a really, really, really bad thing to go off if I was in the middle of looting a house surrounded by zombies or something like that. So if you want to figure out where I am right now, if you go to map.projectzomboid.com and you look at Muldraugh, which is it's sort of in the east, center east. There will be a little lake just sort of in the middle south of the... ooh, you made that a command. Cool. There'll be a little lake in the middle south of the map, and I'm just north of that lake. Once you get bitten, how long does it take to become zombified? Roughly 48, 72 hours, something like that. A couple of days. And it happened to be in my last series. It never actually really tells you that you're a zombie. You just get sick and start dying. It never says that you have an infection, because there are normal infections. You can just get infected wounds without becoming a zombie. And then sometimes you can get wounds that have nothing to do with zombieism, right? Like if I jump through a window with broken glass in it, I'm very likely to cut my hand or something. If I sprint through a forest, I'm very likely to trip and cut myself. So there's a lot of wounds that you can sustain that have nothing to do with zombies. Sort of like Walking Dead, right? What was her name? Lori, that like wasn't paying attention to the road and flipped her car and got like a concussion or whatever, right? These things happen in Project Zomboid 2. If I hopped in a car and floored it, yeah, I'd probably get concussed. So really early on in the game, you'll have power and water, and eventually the power and water gets cut. And you have to figure out how to survive without on generators for power and rain catchers or well water or something like that for water. So really early on, it's easier than late game. Late game gets tricky. I think we are almost time for a life and living. Let me lower the volume considerably. So let me pull the curtains. So Life and Living is a TV channel that teaches you, like, life skills. And this only applies early on in the game, because eventually what ends up happening is that... exposure survival, guys. Ooh, nice. Alright, so let's sit on the ground. And while we watch Life and Living, I am going to be reading... one of my books for double learning. So we've already read, let's read How to Use Generators. And the Life and Living channel is giving me fishing skills. All the while I'm gonna pet Tusk, because you all told me to. So here we are. Hi, Tusk. Oh, you're a good puppy. There we go. My fishing just jumped from level 0 to level 1, only because I'm sitting in front of a TV. The programming is already over. They just said until next time. Now, one of the real advantages of the Life and Living that where I live right now is actually where I am right now. I'm not living here, but check donations. Oh, my lord. Did you just... I'm just going to go ahead of time and say thank you, Bash. Let me open this up. I like all these very, very happy... Oh, no, it was Bear? Oh, well, thank you, Bear. I see it now. bring up my overlays for donations as your reminder. I love it. I never do it. I have it bookmarked and everything, but I'm so bad at doing that. I like need a whole nother monitor and maybe a secretary. So my guy is watching his weight because I'm overweight and I would like to lose weight. So if you take a look at the map right now, this house here is one of the closest houses to the pond, but just west of me or southwest of me. Hey, Sin, thanks for the resub. Sorry that I turned you into the Black Knight in RimWorld. Just southwest of me, there's a house with fences, which may be better than my current one. So, I'm gonna possibly settle there. But what I'm gonna do is, I'm just gonna grab like all of the food that I can get here. Yoda's overqualified for a secretary. He really is. He's overqualified to be my mascot. Far too overqualified. Okay, taking a look. Empty jars aren't bad at... Ooh, cooking pot. That's important. Cooking pots allows you to filter, to boil water in large quantities. So that you can make sure that you have potable water, you know, water that's safe to drink, etc. Hand torch and radio. I'll take the hand torch, I guess. So the next house I'm stopping at is probably where I'm going to sleep for the night. Oh, but let me check this. This vehicle looks very beat up, but maybe the keys are still in it. I'm spinning there to just make sure there's nothing around me, because you really only see in a cone in front of you. Hey, what is going on? Hello? Nope. Where are we in the map? Let me try to get coordinates. So if you take a look at Muldraugh, there's a little pond southeast of Muldraugh. We're like right next to that pond. Hey Jimmy, thanks for the follow. Alright, so this vehicle is totally buttoned up. So this is the fenced-in house that I was talking about down here. And I'm going to make my way that direction to see if it's habitable. The weapon that I have right now has lost maybe a 1/6 or 1/5 of its durability. So this fence here is not really high enough to stop a zombie. But it would slow them down if I had to run. Banlist recommended you, so here I am. Well, thanks, Jimmy. I appreciate it. A fellow partner as well. What do you tend to stream, Jimmy? Oh, no! No, 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 no. No, no, no. I'm not worried about the cops. Now, I did leave a bit of a wake of dead zombies over here. So if I backtrack into my wake, I don't think I'm going to run into too many. But if I'm sleeping for the night, I'd much prefer to sleep on the second story floor than a first one. Okay, that was... Should I grab this guy's credit card? I'm just kidding. There's nothing to buy nowadays. Okay, there's no equipment that they have that I need. Yeah, I pack a punch. I pack quite a punch. Being ridiculously strong helps. I'm talking in game, not in real life. We are the police. Hey, you know, I can deputize myself. I am... If we hold fair and free elections for who should be police, I vote for myself. I am the only one that lives in this town, so I am now sheriff. And then we'll vote for who's the mayor, which is only me. I'm the only vote that counts, so I guess I'm mayor as well. So I am police and mayor. I'm also unemployed. Alright, this house looks nice. So the first thing I'm going to do here is... Where is my box of nails? Here it is. Open a box of nails. And... I'm going to open the window. And, why is this not working? I want to... Oh, open the nails. Yes, thanks you. Add an escape rope. So if the door here gets like sort of bashed down or whatever, I can hop out the window quick. Okay, I think what I'm gonna do is sneak downstairs, and we'll treat this as my base of my little base for now. It was a survivor's base, so I'll just keep surviving in it. Uruku, thanks for the resub. Or continuing your gifted sub. So I want to go to sleep now, and the reason why I want to go to sleep now is I want to be up for the life and living that is tomorrow morning. So what I'm going to do here is this will be my temporary base until I find a vehicle. Oh, I hear zombies around me. I don't like that. I'm just ditching basically everything that is in my backpack in here for later. Some of these things I think are actually going to come back into my backpack for security, like disinfectant, rip sheets, maybe a needle and tweezers. You know, basic medical supplies, because I'll probably need it. But everything else can be in here. And this will be the temp base. Am I a fan of Dwarf Fortress? They're coming to Steam with sprites and graphics. So, the games I play are voted on. The reason I'm playing Project Zomboid right now is because my community voted for me to play it. So I'd play Dwarf Fortress if it was voted on. I probably would have to take like months to teach myself it, because from what I've heard, it is a complex game. But yeah, I wouldn't say no. Okay, so what's coming back to my backpack? It will be, let's say, 3 rip sheets. If I need more than 3 bandages, I'm probably dead. Tweezers. A needle if I need to sew myself up, although I don't have threads, so it kind of doesn't matter. A hammer, because it's a very useful tool. Disinfectant. And that is it. Thanks, Shield, for the shout out there, for the how the series are determined. All right, I'm going to close all the other doors. And go to my little sheet rope, and let's have a sleep. I should have set my alarm for like 5:45 or something like that, but because my character wasn't all that tired, I think I'll be... Okay, yeah, it's 2 in the morning. Why am I holding a flashlight? Was this flashlight on the whole time? Oh, that's stupid. I'm not a quick sleeper, I just wasn't all that tired. All of my traits, if you do !help, you'll see the traits. So one of the scary things about going out at night is... Oh boy, there's several zombies coming my way. More than several. Alright, let's get back inside. See if they pass by peacefully, well, peacefully or not. I think they are, Morton. They're coming to contest the election. I'm the sheriff. I am the law. Is there, where's the light switch for this room? I can't seem to find it, but I would love for there to be more light in this area. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe there is not even lamps. I might need to just... Well, I don't have any electrical skills, so that's kind of a non-starter there. Alright, another thing I'm going to do is all of the doors that don't need to be open for points of ingress or egress or whatever, I'm going to close. Because I don't want zombies to be able to just come on in. So let's close these curtains so no one can see inside. Another good thing to do is to walk around the house and see about... close the window. Tack up sheets on the windows so the zombies can't see inside. Now this TV over here is making a little bit of noise, and that's so that it's tuned in to the Life and Living channel, which will inform me of TV programming that might help me. But tacking up your windows and covering your windows will stop zombies from walking by that have a visual line of sight on you to mess with you. Whereas, I don't think I can tack up t-shirts. Whereas, you know, sound level and light level, or sound, you know, vision and sound are sort of how they hunt. Sneaking around to watch TV in the morning? Yeah, it does to me feel like, I don't know, like I'm a kid again. Waking up at the crack of dawn to see DBZ on the TV before I'm supposed to be up. So I'm removing the curtains from rooms up here that I don't intend to use, because I don't need curtains on these windows. And I'm going to, yeah, I'm crawling over a lot of dead bodies. One of the problems here, of course, is that these bodies will eventually rot, so this is not, I would have to carry these bodies outside if I wanted to live here long term, which I don't. It's not actually a nice house or anything like that. It's just convenient, because if I think there's a bunch of zombies outside that want to kill me. How does the rot work? Over time, zombies will start to decay, and as they decay, if they decay near you, they get you sick. So you need to make sure that if you're just clearing corpses away from your base, yeah, it's just a matter of proximity. But if you don't do that, you know, you could fall ill as a result of, oh darn, I don't have a sheet for that one. As a result of allowing, you know, living too close to a bunch of corpses. And unfortunately, this house was full of corpses. So if I want to remove the corpses, you know, there's a lot of work to be, a lot of work to be had. So no, there's no way to fertilize them. There is a way to fertilize any food. So if you have like rotted fresh produce or something like that, you can easily fertilize that stuff, but you can't fertilize zombie corpses. Zombie corpses do the opposite. They're terrible. Yeah, honestly, would you want to use zombies as fertilizer? No. No, I wouldn't even want to use like dog poop as fertilizer. I'd be worried about like parasites. Yep. Now this only really applies if you're there long term, and the zombie decay, like the way that they rot, is also a method to clean up your save game file. Because if these zombies never decayed, that would be a lot of information that your game would have to save. So what ends up happening is you'll see them slowly rot over the course of time. And once they're fully rotten, they do disappear. You can also light them on fire, but I don't like playing with fire on a Dead is Dead run through, because it is so very easy to just like accidentally light yourself on fire, and then that's it. You're just dead. Leaving them out there as a warning sign? Yeah, I should like spell like get lost or something. Well, it's Ron Swanson, so you know, all I need is Aubrey Plaza to tell them all to leave me alone. That would be probably the right approach. So I've got about 50 minutes, in-game minutes, until the Life and Living channel is back. I honestly, wear a baseball cap. Why not? I don't really know why I'm cleaning up these zombies. I just don't really have anything better to do. And if I do want to stay here at all, I suppose I do need to clean them up. Scour the house for emergency bacon. Bacon's... I just actually watched the clip of him going to some sort of grocery store with Aubrey Plaza's character and being offered vegan bacon, and he takes it and just tosses it in the trash, and he's like, "I'd like another," and he does it again. He's like, "Sir, is there something bothering you?" And he's like, "Oh, I just want to make sure that nobody ever eats this." And he's like, "Well, I'm not sure I can offer you another piece." And then, you know, April Ludgate goes, "Oh, can I have one?" And then she also throws it directly into the trash. Oh, man. I had a good laugh about that. That was a funny show. But in this game, I would not mind vegan bacon. It sure beats dog food. Sometimes you'll be stuck just eating dog food. Cat food, squirrel. You know, you can't be picky. So JD, yes, this is a new start. How about doing exercise? I would do exercise. I just don't want to be in pain. Oh, let me remove this curtain. I don't want to be in pain or fatigued or anything while I'm searching. So once I have a base of operations and I can afford downtime, absolutely I'll do some burpees. I'll do some, you know, sit-ups and stuff like that. That has real value in getting into shape. But that kind of fatigue will make me less effective as a fighter if I'm fatigued. So he's talking about this. If you go to health and go to fitness, you can do squats, push-ups, sit-ups, burpees, and then if you have a barbell, you can do barbell curls, dumbbell presses, or bicep curls. But, it's time. Sit on the ground. I think am I holding a corpse? Oh, I don't know. Who cares? This is a cooking show. Good. Okay. While we do... Oh, you know what? Unfortunately... I'll just sit here patiently. So unfortunately, I didn't bring a book. Normally what you would do is you would sit here and watch the TV as you read a book, and then you kind of multitask learning. But I don't have a book with me. I put it in the box, you know, over yonder. And they're literally talking about bacon. This TV show. It's, hey, what up, dude? Hi. I'm learning how to make bacon. Oh my god, this is perfect. Do they know my name is Ron Swanson? And boom! Cooking level 1. And it's just gonna keep going up and up and up. Oh yeah. See y'all tomorrow. Okay, there's the program. Now, the next one is at noon. I'm not going to make the same mistake I just made. I am going to have a Mechanics for Beginners book in my backpack, ready to go. I need to put Yoda in a zombie outfit. I think you're right. I have for upcoming... I will try to dress him up appropriately in the future. I'll put it that way. Alright, so I wanted to add a sheet here. And close the curtain. Okay, we're headed out. Hey, Satyr. And Savior, I mean, thanks for the bits. Can we please have green hair on me if I get the chance again? Yeah, sure. If I find green hair dye. Or maybe I'll collect a bunch of hair dye colors and have you all vote. Hey, Tusky. I'll have you all vote on what hair color. So there is a... Ooh, I see some zombies. There is a pond down this way. Kind of where my head is. Ish. Oh, hi. Oh, hi. Double hi. No, don't get up. Now, my guy is no Uber Zombie Slayer yet. So he does get panicked. No, don't you bite me. He gets panicked once he's around zombies. Alright, honestly, there's There's too many. I need to weed them out. So the more... Oh, go away. The more zombies you kill, the less panicked you become. When you're panicked, your accuracy and ability to hit zombies lowers. If I was in a situation where, like, I found myself all of a sudden extraordinarily surrounded by zombies, my guy... Ooh, yes, leather jacket. My guy would go into a severe panic, and it would be very, very, very challenging to hit anything. Now, there is a trait called Brave. And Brave helps you... It raises your threshold. But just as you kill zombies and survive a long time, your panic level goes down. You know, you'll be harder to be panicked. So this leather jacket offers me pretty good scratch resistance and decent bite resistance. There's an annotated map here. Another leather jacket. Leather is a very good material to make matches if I need it. To make... Oh, jorts. Ooh. You need some fashion advice. It's a very good material to make, like, patches for clothing and stuff like that. Oh, was there beta blockers down there? Back there? Oh, yeah, beta blockers will also lower your panic, too. So there's a pretty sizable group over here that I definitely don't want to mess with, because they outnumber me, you know, like 15 to 1, something like that. Actually, this whole neighborhood sucks. I'm going to try to go northeast, because of that house alarm that I triggered. Southeast is really a no-go. So there's holes in the torso of this leather jacket, meaning it won't offer me protection. This regular jacket, I'm just going to drop. I don't need it anymore. The reason I'm keeping it is I'll tear it up for leather patches for clothing. Zombies can respawn, yes. So if you secure an area that zombies cannot reasonably travel to. So, for instance, I'll give you a for instance. If you live on a second-story house and you knock out the stairs with a sledgehammer to remove the ability to walk from first floor to second floor, no zombies will ever be on your second floor if you climb up like a rope ladder to get to your second floor, because zombies can't climb rope ladders. They can tear them down to remove your access to your house, but they cannot themselves climb. So there are ways to prevent zombies from being able to reclaim areas, which is an important part of making a base. Because if that wasn't the case, obviously, and zombies could spawn anywhere, there'd be no point in basing anywhere, because everywhere would be dangerous. So there are methods that you can employ to secure areas. And once I have a vehicle, and once I have a pretty good setup, I do plan on basing. Now, I like to base places that have a very, very wide footprint, because... and at least is a 2-story building. Those are my 2 requirements. So the wide footprint is so that if you do use sheet ladders to remove access from first floor buildings, a wide footprint will allow you to add sheet ladders all around the perimeter, so that they're very, very unlikely that zombies will remove your access. Oh, this jacket looks in great condition. Yep, it's bloody, but it has no holes. Ho ho! It's the Holy Grail. Actually, I think my last one was also bloody with no holes. Okay, so I have 2 very high quality jackets. So a wide footprint is quite important in my opinion. And living on the 2-story is pretty important. And then what you can do is you can use a shovel and move dirt from the ground and plant it on a roof or whatever to turn really any two-story building with a big old roof into, rooftop farming. And rooftop farming is pretty awesome. Oh, I see you. Does anyone know how to do the highlight thing? Oops, that's not what I meant to do. Whoa! That's not cool. I always forget how to do the highlight target options. But I don't want to sit in the customization menu forever. I can turn it on in the menu. So where is it on the menu? Display, accessibility. Yeah, somewhere in display. Oh, aim outline? Any weapon? Maybe that's it. Okay, there's another leather jacket here. And let's hope it was aim outline. Because I'd love to be able to outline what I'm targeting. Oh, you know what? It's, what is it, 9 in the morning? I'm going to need to get to a TV soonish. Make sure never to climb through a window full of broken glass. I think that's also true in real life. Don't do that. I've known some people IRL that have done that. IRL is nasty. It will shred you. Does this house not have a TV? Come on, house. It has a purse. Okay. I'm good. If I was really in a lurch, I could use the purse for storage. Yeah, I'm gonna want to get to a place with a TV soon so that I can benefit from. Okay, no alarm set. Good. I can benefit from the almighty talk box. A dead mouse. Oh, a first aid kit full of first aid supplies. I'll sort through that later. Blonde hair dye. So if you wanted to, vote on changing my my hair color, I'll start accumulating hair dyes. Okay, this house is explored. My guy's getting a little hungry, but I actually do want to be a little hungry because I want to lose weight. I'm overweight right now, and if I let him be hungry, he'll slowly drop weight. Alright, so instead of doing more looting, I think teaching myself new skills, because the TV skill gains you faster than, okay, yeah, that is the highlight I wanted. Faster than, I mean, ridiculously fast. It's so overpowered, so. It's 10 a.m. Do you know where your children are? Alright, so this was a house I could read in. Device options, turn on. Life and living, tune in. I've got about an hour and 20 minutes. I'm a little early. But I'm a slow reader, so I can just sit here and peacefully read for a bit. Which is weird to think peacefully read, but is true. Can we save all the rubber duckies? Oh boy, hi there. Yeah, I can aim to save rubber duckies. Excuse me, miss. This ain't your house. I'm really hoping to find a, oh, actually, maybe the med kit I looted has scissors? No, it doesn't. Okay. Has a suture needle, but no scissors. I don't think I have really any food on me, so I'm just going to be really hungry for a bit. That's okay. Alright, I'm going to sit on the ground. I'm going to take out my, let's read this annotated map, actually. So this is March Ridge. I'm nowhere near March Ridge, so I'm not even going to worry myself about this annotated map. Normally an annotated map can tell you where to go, where not to go. Do not use guns. Or don't use guns. Stuff you can use as weapons here. Medical center. It's quiet here. You know, some of the times these things will be outdated, and you can't rely on the information because they're not exactly true anymore. They were once, but not now. Oh, I guess I have butter. That would feed me. It would be disgusting. And let's read Mechanics for Beginners, because I don't think I'm going to be farming anytime soon, even though I have farming for beginners, because you know, we're not nearly towards the point at which I'll be able to you know, explore in that way. So I'm going to take out all of these med supplies and put them into my backpack instead of having them in a first aid kit to ditch the weight of the first aid kit, because the kit itself I don't really need. I just need the contents, and this weighs a pound, so I don't need a box that weighs a pound. We are at 10:40. I'm going to start reading. Can you make one character survive indefinitely? You can. It's pretty challenging, but you definitely can. Thank you all for watching the first episode of Project Zomboid, which originally aired live on Twitch. If you'd like to catch a live stream of mine, just go to Rhadamant.com for my stream schedule, a link to Twitch, which you can follow me on, or a link to Discord, where you can sign up for Twitch announcements. If you have any feedback for me, let me know in the comments below, keeping in mind that there are 4 more hours of this stream yet to air, and also that, well, I guess you'll see, not to spoil it. Alright, thank you for watching. I'll catch you next episode. Farewell.